I remember being on the farm with a couple of lambs. Yeah, patting lambs, feeding them milk and stuff with my dad.
Eating the lambs?
Oh my God. Now that you mention it, whatever happened to my pets? I had one called Charlotte. I had one called Little Matthew. Whatever happened to Little Matthew? Did I eat my namesake? Spice Girls were probably the first that I was obsessed with. Like, had the posters, watched the movies, bought the teen magazines to read all about them and stuff. We had to do a lip sync in our class. We had to get a group together and perform a lip sync. And I managed to convince 4 of the other guys in my class to do the Spice Girls. And they all thought it was very funny, but I took it very seriously and was like, no, you're not on beat. Like, this is the choreography. This is the way Sporty Spice does it in the music video, and you're not taking this seriously enough. Thus started perhaps my life of competitiveness and the seriousness with which I take pop music.
Were you baby?
I was definitely baby. How can you tell? Yeah, I was definitely baby. I've got Emma Bunton written all over me. It was Dirty Dog something. I'd like to think because of the sunglasses. Yeah, I don't think I was like, oh, I'm a dirty dog. Probably The Sign by Ace of Base. Ace of Base is the first one that I remember listening to on repeat in the car. I remember asking mum and dad to buy me the cassette too. Yeah, I think that are Ace of Base Nazis? I was almost exclusively friends with girls at school. Like, guys didn't enter my life for a very long time. And I remember visiting some friends who were girls, and maybe I stayed the weekend or something, and we spent all weekend in their living room learning a dance routine to Cher's Shoop Shoop song. God, I'm so gay. That's the gayest core memory you could possibly have. It was when I was 5 and I was in the rugby team. Mum came to, oh my God, I was going to say rehearsal, practice, rugby practice. And she was like, where's Matt? Like, he's not with all the other kids practicing. And then she looked down the other end of the field and I was sitting under the goalpost making a daisy chain. Mum says one of the other mums said to her, like, I think we know what's going on here. When I was at primary school, the All Blacks came to Queenstown to do like a training camp, and somehow they ran a competition in the local newspaper for families to win dinner with 2 of the All Blacks, so the All Blacks would come to your house for dinner. But my best friend's family were one of the families that won the competition, and they got Andrew Mertens and Christian Cullen were billeted to their house for dinner, and I got invited round there for dinner. Andrew Mertens and Christian Cullen taught me to play Kings and Assholes. When I was 5th form, a group of us convinced our mums to drive us to Dunedin, and we went to see Pink. Nesia Mystic were opening for Pink, and Nesia Mystic was staying at the same motel as us. And then we went back to our motel after the concert, and obviously Nesia Mystic ended up coming back to the motel, and we kind of like pretended like we were going to the car to get something, but really we were just going to say hi to Nesia Mystic. And they invited us in for coleslaw, cooked chicken and buns, and we ate dinner with them. Yeah, it was amazing.